because of my long legs. And karate. I can do the splits, no problem.
Okay, let me try.
Yeah.
Like this?
Beautiful. Doing well.
Hey, class is over. Julie,
Hi.
make me Van Damme. I want to be Van Damme. I want to be strong. I want to be flexible. I want to have the core really tight in order to really hold the position up there, to kick higher. What can I do?
Well, first we need a bar.
Okay. So would a parallel, would this be enough?
Perfect.
So any person in the world can use this.
Anyone.
So you developed this method called Brooklyn Barre. Tell me
That's
about it. Barre. Barre.
Exactly.
She's from France.
I am. So I'm a former professional ballerina and fitness instructor in New York City, and I made this method where I combine ballet and fitness Pilates for you to get super strong while lean muscles. This is making ballet moves accessible to anyone, but you don't have to do it the ballet way. I basically took everything that is very efficient and challenging in ballet, mixed it with Pilates exercise, made it dynamic, and that gave Brooklyn Barre. So first exercise that we can do is what we call a curtsy lunge. You might do this in your workout where you have your foot here and you're on your toes. We call it demi-point, right? So we're here, hand on the hip, and then you're just gonna kick to what's called a à la seconde attitude, because the ballet terms are in French. You go down
À la seconde attitude.
to up, exactly, down and up. That would be your first movement, and then you stay here and you pulse up. So we're working the glutes, the hip flexor, here, obviously flexibility.
Yes, because a lot of people don't realize, in martial artists specifically, that if they want to have good kicking skills, beauty in their kicks, great technique, they really have to develop a lot of the muscles that the dancers need to develop. That's why you can really do a roundhouse kick or a side kick without even knowing it, because it's called something else, like a so it's called a courteous lunge?
Curtsy.
Curtsy.
You're like a
curtsy,
curtsy?
like a, yeah. So like
Curtsy
this?
lunge, yeah, to an attitude kick,
Attitude.
right? So this is the easy version.
Yeah, I really feel it here.
So let me
1, 2.
and kick. Exactly.
1, 2. Yeah, I can totally
You feel it?
Yeah, sure. Everything.
And then you would stay up and actually stretch your leg to the side and rebend it. Right? So this is
Feel it
called
here.
exactly quadricep right there.
And I
So
shouldn't do this, right? I
you
should be like
stay
straight,
upright.
yeah.
Once you manage to do this exercise and stay upright, it would be much easier to actually do it while leaning the other way. So when this is hard in ballet, right? So you can't kick that high. If you train the hardest way, then the easier way to kick higher, right?
Wow.
So you start the hard way and you lift less high, and then that teaches you to be able to do it a little
Yeah, if you
easier.
cannot move here and
Exactly.
keep the core really, really tight.
Then when you lean, you have an extra range of motion. It's not about height, it's about your maximum height. So if you're working at your maximum, you're in a zone where you're improving, yeah? So as long as it's your maximum and you feel the work, you'll start improving from there. So you don't need to be flexible to do the workout, but that will help you get flexible.
And the other way you taught me was like here?
Yes,
Like
and then
little pumps?
those knee pulses, exactly.
Pulse.
With pointed toe. So here's your hip flexor, right, which you need a lot.
And a lot of external rotation.
External rotation, so you're working on the glutes at the same time. So it's a pretty complete exercise, hip flexor and glutes.
How many repetitions would you do in a
I would do
typical?
16 of the curtsy lunge to kick. Then we could do extend and reband for 16, and then finish with 16 pulses. I think it's enough on one side, then you have to do the other side.
Why 16?
Because in ballet, we always count in 8, right? So it could be 8, but 8 is too short. I could tell you to do 24, but I think that's a bit too long. So I just chose 16 because I thought that was me neither being mean, neither being too nice.
Yeah, 8 is too short. yeah, right.
So now I'm going to show you something that's going to help you work on your glutes, okay? Because I know you're using your glutes a lot. So there we go. First, we're going to start in a turnout position, right? So that's a ballet, like a small V shape with your feet, exactly. You bend the knees, and you can lean on your bar here. And you're going to be leaning forward with your body. You're going to lift that leg with the knee bent, and then back to what's called a coupe position. This is called coupe back. And and you go up and down. The goal is, of course, we don't want to be arching here. So you're not going to go as high, but you're really engaging your glutes right there, right? So you're staying with a flat back and you're not arching, so you're always using your abs, because in ballet, whatever you do, you're always using your abs, right? No matter what you do, so
you're always tightening them
you're
up.
Always tightening your abs. In ballet, we never do anything where we actually let go of the abs. So the abs are always super, super strong, even if it looks like we're not working them, we're working them.
People don't realize how strong you guys are.
I
People just think they're very flexible.
No, because if you're flexible but you're not strong, you have an imbalance. So the more flexible you are, the stronger you have to be. That's why dancers are super, super strong.
You can only do it explosively if you can do it slowly as well.
Exactly.
Does it make sense?
So when you start learning, you always learn slow and low. And then you go higher and higher and faster, but you cannot skip the steps, right?
Yeah.
So when you're young, you spend a lot of years doing everything kind of barely off the floor, but doing it the correct way. And it's only when you get something the correct way that you can do something a bit more impressive.
So from here, already the external rotation is really hard to do, especially for someone with thick legs. Okay, so from here, I just go up like this.
Exactly. So you try to think of your knee lifting, not like, right. So
okay,
exactly.
Knee lifting, okay.
But hips close, it's kind of weird, but so you can't open your hips. So lift your leg up.
What do you mean
lift
open?
it,
Like
so
I
you
can't turn
do
it.
this, exactly. So you're turning this in, but turning this out. And it's this opposition that's really going to make you work your upper glute and also the outer.
Does it go like this?
Yeah, perfect. And
I
then
have no
you
idea
speed
what
it
I'm
up,
doing
because we said we were advanced over here, so speed it up, down and up, because Brooklyn Barre is dynamic, right? So you would go exactly.
So tell me the tempo, like
so and up and down, and up and down, and up and down, and up and down, and then you're sure to get some glutes of steel in a few sessions.
Jesus Christ. And the other leg stays like this, like chamber.
Exactly.
Right?
So what do you feel in that other leg? Your quadriceps working? Your
I don't know what I feel. I don't feel anything anymore. Thank you.
He's not feeling
16 repetition, right? This reminded me of something. One of my favorite movies. It's like a guilty pleasure. It's called The Goodbye Girl from 1977 or something. What's this? It's like classical or modern type?
This is like an older version of Pilates that mixes a bit of ballet, right? So it's nothing really. It's nothing really traditional, what I'm seeing, but it's quite cool. I kind of want to really do this right now. But it's based on Pilates, and you can obviously see the elements of ballet. All of these muscles we work in Brooklyn Barre. Now they're working their quadriceps, right? So what they're doing is they're working group muscles, but while trying to move in an elegant manner and having a nice ballet posture. So this is what this is. This is not traditional Pilates, but I can see how there is some basis to traditional Pilates in there.
Wow.
So for the next one, I want you to work on your hip flexor and also on your glutes, right? So what you need for your martial arts. So let's say you have the hand on the hip, your profile to the bar, you're doing a high knee, so it's a knee to chest. Extra point, bonus if you point your toes. And then from here, when you extend back, you bend this knee, make sure that your knee goes straight here, so neither in nor out. And remember what we just talked about with the attitude? It's not like this.
Oh, yeah.
Strong core, tuck your tailbone, and then you bring it up. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, because Brooklyn Barre is dynamic, just like ballet, right? So you would have this one, and then you'd be here. And then you stay bent, and you have these knee drives where you're really working your core, hip flexor, and you're gonna really feel this in your standing leg. Then you keep extending into your arabesque turned in, and then we're gonna pulse down, make sure your knee goes straight, and then you're sure to feel a burn in your glutes, let me tell you.
Oh, after all of that, I'm sure the burn will only take like 2 reps.
I can't wait to see you try it.
Okay, so like this, high knee.
Yeah, exactly.
High knee towards my chest. Extra points here.
Perfect.
I want those extra points.
See, memory, there you go.
Now, squeeze belly.
Bend
all
this
the way
standing knee a lot. Exactly, good. And then this is not very ballet-like, but you're gonna turn in, so parallel.
Oh.
That's right. We love the
So it's
good.
dynamic.
Dynamic.
And
Yeah, right? So that's the point with bars. It's a fun workout. It's not like...
is it a straight line? Am I doing a straight
You're
line?
doing it perfectly. Actually, I'm impressed. I will sign you up for the next Bolshoi audition.
Of course. And from here?
Now you stay down. Before doing these, do the knee drives.
Oh yeah.
And I know you don't want to. So it's knee in and out. And you know what? Extend your arm, this arm, up over your head over here, so that it also makes you work your back. You know, it's kind of useful.
Oh, I
And
feel my glutes so
right?
hard.
So don't move anything and do it faster. In and out. In and move nothing but your knee. That's right.
Time out and keep going. And then it's the tau.
And then it's pulls down. So you keep your leg extended, like you're trying to touch your punching ball over there with your toes, and then you pulse. Exactly. And
do I extend all the way?
No, you stay bent. Good question.
Pow and pow.
And you're feeling this in your left glute, correct?
Yes.
A little bit.
And then we're supposed to switch to the other side, but I'm gonna grab
pass.
a beer.
Ballet is hard, right?
We're watching like a casting for dancers.
Yeah.
And it's like this casting director or the choreographer is showing them the dance,
Yeah.
and they do like 100 moves, and then it's like, okay, now you guys.
Yeah.
Do you really have that choreography memory?
Exactly. Yes, we do. So we probably showed them a couple of times before. What we do in dance, this is jazz, but everything is based on ballet anyway.
Yeah.
We call it marking. So what we do is the instructor, the teacher, shows it, and then we just show with the hands. So the teachers will show a combination, and we do like this with our hands. He does it once, and then it's our turn to go. And so this is what you're doing. Then when he gives you maybe, okay, now mark it. Mark it would be, okay, I'm doing the exercise, but it doesn't count. So it would be without music, for example. So you have the first time where the teacher shows and you're doing things with your hand and you're mimicking what your legs would be doing. And your arms, you don't need to do that because you know where your arms are going. So you're using your arms as your legs, and you will know where your arms go depending on what position you're doing.
So that's the way to
memorize.
Focus interiorize
It's
and
funny
memorize.
because when people see a professional ballet class, they're always impressed by that because the teacher sometimes doesn't show. Like you have teachers that are like 80 years old and they come, okay, grand plié, tout dégagé, one jeté, one retiré, front side, back side, sous-sous, relevé, balance, turn around, do it to the left, and then the music starts. But it's because we know what this vocabulary means and we have like this kind of routine. There is patterns. If we call en croix, means front side, back side.
Wow.
You know, so you have all these things. And then
So if you master the foundation, if you master the basics,
so it takes
it's like they're saying B, Z, D. It's not that difficult to memorize. Yeah.
Exactly. So the next one I think you're really, really gonna like, or at least you're gonna find it useful. Like, I'm not sure yet. Okay, you tell me. Your profile to your bar. You start in your small V. This is, you know, in ballet would be in the first position, but not everyone can have a perfect position. So you start here. You lean a bit to your bar. You point your outside foot and you turn this leg in, and you'll see why this is good for you. Let's have the arm here to the side, which is called à la seconde. You're gonna kick this leg up, keep it turned in and back down, right? So this is called battement à la seconde. We're turned in, no, so that's not traditional ballet, but we're doing our mix of ballet and Pilates. And then you're gonna do heel to seat, you squeeze, and you kick, right? You see why this one's useful for you.
Perfectly,
That's your second movement. You don't wanna be moving anything else, but this is called the bas de jambe. It's the bottom part of your leg, right? So in ballet, we use that term. So
This is actually great roundhouse kick. This is actually great posture, yeah.
Right? Be careful because I'm going to do karate with you. We'll see who beats who next. Okay, so then we're here. We have the flex foot. And for the last move, we do a press. And then you know what? Extra bonus, if you want to lift your standing heel, bring your arm up to fifth position and maybe even balance, okay?
Middle V?
Small V, exactly.
Small V.
Small V, then this is a demi-plié.
Demi-plié.
Lean to your bar, point your outside foot, and turn it in. Perfect. Bring this arm to the side so that it forces you to keep it there. And then down and up. You keep this knee bent. What's good is your opposite leg is going to be working, right? Because you're working your quad. So that's first move. So you're feeling this outside of your thigh, so that's why us ladies, we like to tone up from here.
And here I feel it on my obliques as well.
The entire side body is working. And then for karate or any martial arts, it's great too. Then keep it up. And then you bring your heel to your seat and you extend. Exactly, so don't touch my hand. Exactly, so you're never dropping your knee. Perfect. This is Baryshnikov right there. Okay, good. And then keep it up straight, flex, and you do that press. Now, bend, extend. Now I want very small, It's cramping, huh?
So it's like a side kick now.
Side kick.
So head kick.
Now I would like you to kick a little stronger, and to help you with that, maybe imagine my face right at the end of your foot.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I knew it that it was gonna help. Good. Exactly. Where are you feeling this? Everywhere.
Everything here. Everything.
Exactly.
Like everything here
Perfect.
is
So that means you're doing a great job.
nice.
Okay.
This is excellent. These are some drills that I really will incorporate into my workouts. For example, if I'm doing a weightlifting workout, and if I do these probably as I'm the freshest in the beginning, I will do the weightlifting or the heavier weights in the beginning, and I can incorporate this in the end, right? Like a finisher routine.
Exactly.
Like a couple of sets of any type of those exercises, like 2 of them instead of doing like 6.
Yeah, you don't have to do all of them, but you can mix and match. There are many more that I will be happy to show you at another time. But
of course.
You can definitely use those as a good complement to what you're already doing, because these make you work muscles that you need, but they make you work them in a very mindful manner. So then when you actually do the other things, it might be a little more precise, and it helps you a lot also with coordination and thinking of a lot of things at the same time.
And it's kind of a meditation, because you can't be thinking about your own personal problems while you're trying to think about everything that needs to be tucked in tight,
definitely
right?
cannot. That's why people who do ballet, it's like whatever, for 3 hours you're dancing, you cannot think of anything.
Yeah.
Same thing with this workout.
Julie, thank you so much for being
Thank
here with
you,
us, and
good job.
I think we're gonna have a part 2 soon if people ask for more. So tell me in the comment section, what would you like to see portrayed in these videos? Any type of, I don't know, muscle that you want to develop, performance, any type of other modalities that you might want to need some help with your conditioning. And remember to stay willow strong, and like, share, subscribe, and follow Julie on the social media as well.